Hi students, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will discuss advanced vocabulary words for textures. So take a look at this picture and in particular at the little girl's teddy. What must I feel like? Pretty soft? Instead of soft, you can say downy. Downy. My daughter never goes anywhere without her stuffed rabbit. Its downy fur helps her relax. You can also say velvety. Velvety with the feeling of velvet. However, it's not as velvety as it once was. Finally, we have silky. Silky, this is smooth and soft. She likes stroking the label because it's really silky. Next, we have this picture. It's showing a car driving on a rough terrain, a rough road. Instead of rough, you could say rutted. Rutted with lots of dips and bumps in it. So, Bill and Hannah are testing to see how well their camper will handle the rutted roads of the outback. So, this was the sentence for this word rutted. Camper is short for camper van. You could also say bumpy. Bumpy. The bumpy terrain is going to be a challenge. You could also say pitted. And pitted is with lots of holes or pits in it. They will stay away from the most pitted areas to avoid damage to the van. Okay. Next picture, we have someone ice skating, and we can call ice a smooth surface, no bumps, no troughs. Instead of smooth, we could say sleek. Sleek. If someone's hair looks very smooth, we often call it sleek hair. In this case, Alexandra wished the ice was sleeker before beginning her routine. We could also say glassy. Glassy, another word that's used in the beauty industry. She had a glassy complexion, almost shiny, smooth, perfect. Whenever she practiced, she ensured the rink was glassy without any imperfections. And now next is, and finally, we can say polished. Polished as if someone has polished it. They have made it smoother despite the ice not being as polished as she would like. She performed well. Next we have this picture, sharp. The mountains look sharp. We have jagged with lots of sharp angles. So Kriti had always dreamed of seeing the jagged yellow mountains. We also have pointed with lots of points. The pointed rocks proved difficult as he climbed to the top, and we have bristled with lots of points. It was all worth it as he looked out over the bristled landscape. Okay, let's look at this picture. The top layer has lots of bubbles. It is bubbly. We could also say effervescent. Effervescent. Pedro is obsessed with coffee, specifically the effervescent layer of milk on top. We also have frothy. Frothy, rather than being just effervescent, this means that it's covered with the layers of bubbles, though he doesn't like all frothy drinks. He will drink coffee all day. Finally, we have foamy. Foamy, this is like frothy, but with much smaller bubbles. It's almost like a creamy foam. Okay, it's a foam, so it's creamy foam. There's just something about a creamy foamy latte that drives him crazy. Next we have this picture. It shows chocolate, but it being used as a liquid, it's liquid chocolate. Instead of saying liquid, which could sound a little bit strange, we have some better alternatives. We could say flowing. Okay, flowing. There is flowing chocolate. It's liquid moving continuously. Okay, so we have a chef. Chef prepared, any name chef, dash chef prepared his famous dessert with flowing chocolate sauce. We also have runny. If the chocolate runs, it's runny. We watched in amazement as the runny chocolate covered the pastry. Finally, we have fluid. Okay, the fluid river of chocolate made our mouths water, and we couldn't wait to dig in. So our next word is sticky. Sticky. Our fingers must be sticky. Instead of sticky, we could say gooey. Gooey. This is sticky like glue. Ice cream is the perfect treat in summer, except when it melts into a gooey mess in your hand. And what is next? Next is syrupy. Syrupy like a syrup. A syrup is usually made from water and sugar. To make a thick, sticky liquid, you end up all syrupy and doesn't even help. Finally, we have tacky. Tacky is when you try to pull your fingers or something apart and it sticks for a moment. You have to put effort in. Tacky. I end up looking for the nearest toilet to clear up the tacky mess. Next, we have this picture. These shoes are old and used. They are worn. Aside from that, we could say shabby. Shabby, a bit old, a bit tired, a bit used, worn. So Sarah's cousin always wears those shabby red shoes wherever she goes. We also have threadbare, and this is when something is so worn it's nearly got a hole. You can just see the last threads holding on. They're completely threadbare and they don't even have laces. Finally, we have frayed. Frayed, this is when strings are sticking out because they have broken. Typically, we get frayed patches on your elbows and on your knees. So she claims her frayed Vans are the most comfortable pair she owns. Okay, so that's it for the textures. And try to use these synonyms instead of using the same word again and again. Try to build up your vocabulary. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.